Today I want to talk about what the stuff that the enemies are doing and what God is doing about it. So, um, being 4th of July weekend, the enemies are planning an attack. I mean, I don't know where. It's just in different places. That is the perfect cover up. Not necessarily cover up, but um, 4th of July, there's a lot of different, it's just a big distraction because people are gathering in places and sometimes in large groups where, they are gathering to watch fireworks. And I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that there's like this canister that they are going to use because they plan on um like dispersing this virus and doing it 4th of July, and they put it into like the fireworks. So whether or not this is gonna happen, I don't know. But it's something that I have heard, and I mean, God is stopping a lot of their plans. So a lot of the things that they have planned has just been wiped out. So or it just has not, it either hasn't happened because God has completely stopped it, or it just basically came to pretty much nothing. I mean, it had very little effect. But I am going to read some scriptures. So I'm going to start out of Isaiah chapter 51, verses 4 through 5. And this is out of the Contemporary English Version. And it says, "The Lord says, you are my people and nation. So pay attention to me. My teaching will cause justice to shine like a light for every nation. Those who live across the sea are eagerly waiting for me to rescue them. I am strong and ready. Soon I will come to save and rule all the nations." So no matter what, God is going to rule. He is going to just shine his light everywhere. Right now, there's so many places that are in so much darkness, so many nations. I mean, every place, there's so much darkness going on, and God is going to shine his light everywhere. And those across the sea are waiting for me to rescue them. Everybody in every nation is waiting for God to rescue them from all this darkness that's going on. And it says, soon I will come to save and rule all nations, because these evil people with their agenda, they have, I mean, it's been going on since, for hundreds of years. And they have literally taken God out of everything. And as far as for the US, they've taken it out of all our government buildings, out of our schools, just every place, out of churches even. And, and it's pretty sad when God is taken out of his own house. And, that could be a whole new thing there, because that's a lot's going to be exposed. And God is starting with the church. So Isaiah 41 verses 11 through 13 in this out of the Contemporary English Version. "So everyone who hates you will be terribly disgraced. Those who attack will vanish into thin air. You will look around for those brutal enemies, but you won't find them. They will be gone. I am the Lord your God. I am holding your hand, so don't be afraid. I am here to help you." So no matter what they do against us, God is going to take care of it. They're going to vanish into thin air. They are going to be gone. They're going to be no more. And God says, I am holding your hand, so don't be afraid. I am here to help you. So even if we don't see him, he is there. And some people just don't feel his presence. But the more you get into the Word of God, the more you are more aware of God's presence. So he can be standing right next to you. He is within you. So he's closer than your breath. So we just have to know, how close God truly is in our lives. And Isaiah 52:10, this out of the Good News Translation. The Lord will use his holy power. He will save his people, and all the world will see it. So God is already moving, and he's already done a lot of things, and a lot of people just haven't seen it. I mean, some people may have seen it. I mean, like I said before, I know I've said this before in another video, but some people may have seen but don't realize that it's actually God that's doing these things. So, things don't happen by chance. I mean, it is God. And so he is saving his people. In Isaiah 54:15 in the Amplified Bible in the Classic Edition, it says, "Behold, they may gather together and stir up strife, but it is not from me. Whoever stirs up strife against you shall fall and surrender to you." So sometimes, like when bad things happen, they blame God. Why did God do this or whatever? But it's not from God. It is not from God. And sometimes God will let things happen as part of his plan to, let things play out so that these people walk into the trap that God has set for them. So, but it's not from God. It is from these evil people. So, and it says, they gather together and stir up strife. Well, these evil people, they're snakes. They are truly snakes. They have places underground where they meet. So it's secret places. I mean, who would think, to have like a secret place underground? Well, that's where snakes go, is underground. But they literally have like an underground world underneath us where they are hiding so many things. And all these things are going to be completely exposed because whether they're down under the ground, God still sees them. He sees them and he hears them. He knows every single plan that they are planning against us. So they can't hide. So they think just because if they're underground, they can't be seen and they can't be heard. They may not be heard by us, but God hears it all. He hears it all. And so he knows. And then Isaiah 59:18 in the Contemporary English Version, "Now the Lord will get furious and do to his enemies, both near and far, what they did to his people." God is a God of justice. And there is the law of sowing. I mean, plant, seed, and harvest. You reap what you sow. And it doesn't matter, what you sow, it will come back to you. Whether good or bad, it's going to come back to you. So plant, seed, and harvest. It's a real thing. And these people are, no matter what evil they plan against God's people, God will get justice. And that's why they will disappear. And God will have his vengeance on them for what he did to his children. And if you're a parent, you don't mess with your kids. So there will be justice. They're not going to get away with anything. Even though it looks like, they're getting away with a lot of stuff, they are not going to get away with it. So Psalms 33:10 in the Contemporary English Version, "The Lord destroys the plans and spoils the schemes of the nations." So everything that they are planning and scheming against us is going to be destroyed. So whatever it is that they have planned, and I know it is frustrating them because the things that they plan, God puts a stop to it. And they're not going to get away with it. So, yep. They're just not. In Psalms 21:11 in the Contemporary English Version, "All their plans to harm you will come to nothing." And that's just something that we have to just truly believe and just watch God work. If you see things happening, you think, oh my gosh, well, it's not by accident. It's not coincidence, because there's no such thing as coincidence. It's God. It's completely God. And it's going to be so visual. We're going to see everything. God is going to show up and show off as he should, because no man will be able to take credit for what God is doing and is about to do for us, because he is about to completely free this nation from any bit of slavery that they had put us in. This has been going on since the birth of this country, really. I mean, they have been planning this. The enemies have stolen, they've killed, they've destroyed. Just what Satan does. That's what Satan does. He steals, kills, and destroys. And that's exactly what these people have done. They've completely stolen this nation. They have tried to kill people, try to kill this nation, to just completely destroy this nation and just completely destroy it. They want to annihilate this country and everyone in it. So God is changing that plan, because he is not going to let that happen. Not yet. It is not Satan's time yet. It is God's time. And God's glory is going to fill this earth in the rainbow. I mean, that is, that was God's promise to never flood this earth with water. But he didn't say that he would not flood this earth with his glory. And that's what we are about to see, is a flood of his glory. So it's going to be dark. And I know I said this before in one of the videos, but it is going to be dark. We're going to see some darkness, because things are about to hit the fan, because things are ramping up. God is on the move, but nobody defeats God. God always wins. So he is the creator of everything. So these people are just little tiny pesky ants to God. They are absolutely nothing. He can just crush them just with absolutely nothing. They are absolutely nothing. So we are to not fear them. We are not to fear anything that they want to try to do, because God is protecting us. God is on the move. He's gonna just annihilate these people. And like I said, we'll soon not see them anymore, because right now they are in fear. They know they are losing. They are in fear, and that's why they are trying everything they possibly can. They want to destroy and cause as much damage as they can on their way out. So I guess kind of like they're having a tantrum, because their plans that has been in the works for literally hundreds of years is being destroyed. So they're not going to get what they want. And the money that they have had to try to destroy us is going to God's children. So God is changing everything. So don't fear. Don't be afraid, because God's got this. So I will talk to you soon. Bye.